Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Now here's Leonard. He's coming off a 22-point game against Washington.
And also defensively, he was really aggressive. I mean, matter of fact, he had 4 steals over the course of that game.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Passes to Navarro. The 3. The shot is off. So the Spurs will take it the other way. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
A lot of firepower coming off the bench in that game really allowed them to escape with victory.
I thought the bench was the X factor for them. You can't rely on that kind of scoring coming from the reserves every game. But when it shows up, it's a nice weapon.
That's a 2 from Paul. The Clippers rebound.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Nobody near Leonard. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. For the Los Angeles Clippers, they come in off a good outing against Milwaukee.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Navarro, down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Duncan brings the double team. For 3, here's Jordan. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Duncan, coming off a solid outing against Washington. Spurs working the ball around now, and down it goes. Dunk through off. A wonderful assist.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
And how good a playmaker has Tony Parker been? One of the best in recent history. The all-time leader in assists for the Spurs over his 14 years there. Just a crafty guy with the ball in his hand.
Spurs trail by 5. Free throw line jump shot. Jordan with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And continuing our talk of Tony Parker, the first year he laced up his sneakers, he increased the tempo for that entire Spurs offense, and it continues to this day.
Yeah, and the increase in floor spacing and tempo, a big reason the Admiral, Tim Duncan, and Parker won the championship together in 2003, and obviously Duncan and Parker have won a few more rings since then. Look at that. Oh, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Clippers leading by 7 to the middle. Here's Navarro. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one.
Now, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Manu Ginobili's checked in for Daniel Green. Picked by West. Now here's Parker. He has 5. Ginobili kicks to Aldridge. That's tipped. They get it back. Here now the Clippers. They're on a 13-4 run. Pass to Jordan. Hangs in the air. He takes it up and lays it in. Jordan's got 9.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
And he gets it to go. And that's 13 points for Jay.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Aldridge with a screen on Paul. Ginobili attacking. And Aldridge the basket on the assist by Ginobili.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Navarro. It's good for the 7th time this game. He shot 7. He has made 7.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Ball against Ginobili. They set the pick. And here's Leonard from 3. And he gets it to go. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
A different look now for San Antonio. Boris Diaz checked in for Aldridge. Anderson comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Mills in for Parker.
What a pass by the fearless Manu Ginobili. Great teamwork.
Well, the Spurs just don't go on losing streaks very often, Greg. One perk of being a talented veteran group.
Yeah, how about the Spurs lost 4 games in a row twice last year. Over the last decade before that, Kevin, they had only lost 4 games in a row twice. Unbelievable.
It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Spurs trail by 8. Diaw, the screen. And Mills kicks it to West. Pulls up, high post. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Ginobili left side. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Here's Navarro. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
They swipe it. Now the Clippers moving it up. Anderson with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers slowly taking possession. .116 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Navarro.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Yeah, they're scoring with confidence, Greg, making them count in the early going here.
Mills with it. Chris Paul covering. Here's West. The Clippers grab the miss. Jordan's got his 6th rebound on the night. There's 49 seconds left in the first. Here's Navarro. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Already, they've piled up 8 second chance points.
Feasting on those backboards. I love that physicality.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Josh Smith, he's checked in for Jordan. Johnson comes in for Blake Griffin. Pierce is checked in for Clutch, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for Chris Paul. Left side West. Lets it go from 14. That's good on the jump shot.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Shot's good. Johnson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
Here's West. He sinks the 11-footer. West has got 6 points.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope, it's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
He gets it up, and he trades. The 3, but let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
But to me, it's worth being certain. And that's why we have replay, to get these big calls right.
Basket's good.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay.